could be an interesting one because I know for a fact that they played each other. In fact, I can actually take a moment here to pull up the set count if you just give me a moment here since we're about to get started.
Well, they played each other a couple times. I mean, these are two of the best in Arizona. They've been around for a while. So, yeah, they have played a lot. But I'm inclined to think that B-Rice actually has the upper hand in this set count, if I'm not mistaken. But the thing is, Mythra's got that speed to really close in on Isabelle and disjoints to keep her in the air, keep her juggled, and keep herself safe in the process. So, I could definitely see how this could work out. Now, on the other hand, B-Rice has a deceptively incredible close quarters game and is really good at when dealing with approaching opponents.
Right.
No matter who they are, no matter how fast or how strong.
And just a quick update from what I'm seeing on here, it does look like the set count seems to be 1-1. Town of Gilbert Esports presents Smash Ultimate. We had B-Rice take a clean 3-0 sweep against Arconi, but a couple of months later we hosted Almost Ascension, and where in top 16 we had Arconi take a 3-1 win against B-Rice. So that's been quite the turnaround here. So this is our third time that we're seeing that they faced off against each other. Already though, B-Rice off to a phenomenal start in this game 1 of Losers Finals.
Looking pretty good for B-Rice. And again, if B-Rice has, that momentum in his favor, he could snowball super hard. But again, all it takes is one down air from that Pyra, and Arconi's right back in this thing. Again, don't forget about Arconi, because the second you do, he will come out and tear you apart in spades.
Yeah, that's right. Not really going to waste any time piling on that damage. There we go. There we go. Good damage.
Man, this landing nair game from both of these players is really opening up a lot for them. I mean, the Mythra could really do it because, again, shielding on the ground is something people just refuse to do against Mythra for some reason, except at Summit if your name is MKLeo or Tweak.
Right.
And that's like a really good option for dealing with them. Now, on the other hand, people do know to shield Isabelle Nair, but whenever either of them connect, they really lead into a lot of big strings. And I saw B-Rice there try to pocket the blazing end, and that's something I haven't seen before. I know it comes out as a projectile, but it doesn't keep the sword in Isabelle's pocket. Pyra does get her sword back.
Right, it's still able to get the sword back, and here we go. Oh, catching right onto the platform, but it looks like Arconi regained his footing just in time to avoid the finisher there on that throw. And at 140, that would have sounded about right to me, but check out that SD, man. Unfortunate. You hate to see it.
Yeah, didn't have a jump there at the end, and Pyra is a recovery that definitely needs one, but Prominence Revolt takes the stock right back. Once again, we find ourselves at a 0-0 situation for the third time now, and the last time here in this match. In this, the first match of Losers Finals. And again, Arconi has been losing their stock first both times so far. If B-Rice loses their stock first this time, though, Arconi wins the match.
That's right. And here we are, last stock for the both of them. So we're going to see who's going to be pulling down in front here shortly. Good job getting the up throw into up air, into up air. Switching over to Pyra now that we got ourselves at just about the right percent to take out such a light character like Isabelle. So the game plan is shaping up here in favor of Arconi, and it's playing out pretty well. We got to see what B-Rice might have in terms of a turnaround, because we know.
The back air could have been it. You just missed space this time, but there's the dash attack that will be killing. Such a devastatingly powerful move. It has a very long startup, but when it lands, boy, does it.
It does.
And, yeah, that was great plays from Arconi. Catches that landing.
Awesome
Look at this. Look at this. Falls through the platform. Arconi is right there with a blade in his face.
Right there. Ready and patient to get that follow-up. Hey, here's a small battlefield pick coming in from B-Rice. We'll see how this plays out for him.
Yep, runs it right back. Mythra Isabelle. Can I hypothesize what the bands probably were? Good question. Counterpoint. I'm imagining Arconi was there to ban FD, considering we didn't go there. I'm thinking FD Kalos might have been the bans, because we know B-Rice definitely likes those stages with the open middles, and since they didn't have either one of those stages, they opted for a small battlefield, which has a kind of open middle in that platform setup, obviously not wanting to run it back to PS2. Due to the fact that they just lost there.
Oh, I see.
That was very stimulating. Thank you for making me do that.
Yeah, no problem. Just kind of get the brain running for a little bit. Just kind of figure out who might have got into the thought process. And, you're not from this region, but at the same time, like, you've been watching, keeping an eye on this. Yeah, true. You know the game, and you've been keeping an eye on these players long enough and the characters that they play long enough to where you can kind of make pretty accurate predictions that, I mean, having heard it, I am inclined to agree.
They're more of a hypotheses at this point because, I mean, I feel like I know Arconi and B-Rice despite the fact that I've never spoken with either of them, but I've watched them play so much and I kind of know a thing or two about how they play, especially B-Rice considering the monstrous runs they've been making these past couple of weeks.
Exactly, there you go. But here we go, we got B-Rice traveling straight under the stage to get a little bit of a mix-up there, but Arconi on the Mythra pick seems to be well aware of that and is keeping Mythra active for, like, you know, that high-speed coverage from one side of the stage to the other.
Yes. But yeah, the Pyra comes back out to catch these landings because of the falling up air potential that does so much damage. And that was a clutch switch there to avoid that one last slingshot that would have probably resulted in the stock being taken.
Yeah, that very well could have been the case, but so far so good as Arconi's retaining this first... Okay, never mind. Alright, sorry B-Rice, didn't mean to bring that up there. Apparently it was a sensitive topic there. He's like, no third stock, it's out of here. I'm like, okay.
It's not happening, don't worry about it. Taco, I got you.
I'm sorry. Exactly. Okay, here we are, good forward throw from Arconi, regaining some more stage control.
Hey, Taco, is it just me or is B-Rice not playing up to his usual caliber right now?
I mean, given that they have a 1-on-1 set count, it could be very possible that this character pick is a bit of a struggle, potentially.
Yeah, I think it is the character pick, honestly, because whenever B-Rice tries to approach, it always seems like they get snuffed out at any given moment because of these disjoints.
So we're going to see... and given, you know, that 1-on-1 set count that I mentioned, it was a 3-0 sweep the first time at Town of Gilbert, but Almost Ascension Top 16 was a 3-1 win, and that was the most recent set where they played each other as well. And from what I'm seeing here, it looks like, yeah, I don't think. Oh, good confirm.
That was sick. Yep, B-Rice gets those
that
reads,
was really
but
good.
Again, B-Rice is still feeling like they're playing a little bit slow right now. It feels like they're not super comfy right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, something seems to still have B-Rice on edge here, so we're gonna have to see how this last stock progresses. As keep in mind, we did just take 2 stocks in a row if you're looking at B-Rice's end of things, so that snowball effect that we've seen time and time again tonight alone could be coming into play here right about now if things play out correctly.
Yeah, very much so. But again, this is the percent where Aegis definitely starts killing. Oh yeah, good release of the Lloyd rocket to try to get that catch off of the forward air. Smart play from B-Rice, doesn't come to fruition, but the pressure is mounting right now. Arconi struggles to get off this ledge. They jump over it wide. They have control of center, but B-Rice is trying to pick him off from afar.
Yeah, making attempts at doing so, getting ever so closer and closer to succeeding. This was a good block on that back air. B-Rice coming in with the throw as well. Oh, good trade.
That was so clutch of Arconi to live that.
Yeah, that was good. That definitely kept him in the game just now.
Yeah, okay, can they make it back though? The Mythra switch comes out. Nice air dodge, not even using the up B to make it back. Great call out, knowing the limits of the recovery there is Arconi. But Arconi needs one big hit. Oh no, dude, the F smash, that was there. That was air.
Yeah, not... Oh, there we go. There's that forward air to close it out. Good stuff.
Forward air with the rage from
yeah, you could see Arconi.
Yeah, right here. That could have been an F smash, and that would have been the game.
Exactly. There we go. Yeah, you could definitely see Arconi fighting back, but again, like that effect that we see where B-Rice just seems to like activate is very potent.
Yeah, absolutely, and that little bit of momentum might be exactly what the doctor ordered. The doctor here, obviously, being B-Rice. Doc B in the house, but can they run a train off of Arconi for the rest of the set? I don't know. The pick will be Town and City, where killing off the side is quite easy. Isabelle likes killing off the side, but I also know for a fact that Pyra is good at killing off the side as well. Not as good as she is at killing off the top, but you know, still potent if they can get an F tilt, F smash, or a dash attack.
That's right. And here we go. Good job already from Arconi for getting some good neutral in there, putting B-Rice off stage, and also meeting him right there with that forward tilt, and the Pyra switch is going to be very potent as well. You see B-Rice trying to keep out, trying to get back onto the stage, but that forward air is going to be catching very efficiently that first stock at only 48%, and we're looking pretty primed for a good lead already as Arconi pulls out in front with 3 stocks, 48%, and already doing some good job piling up percent of the second one on B-Rice's end.
Having a wide open stage like this is so potent for a character like Mythra who can just run all over the damn place.
That's definitely worth mentioning here as we are still in the thick of it here. This Mythra switch is still doing good damage on this early percent. Switching over to Pyra to try and get some bigger hits in because now it looks like BRS is looking pretty primed to put Arconi in quite the tricky spot here as the neutral continues to play out.
Oh, and something worth noting now is side B actually breaks the Lloyd if it lands on top of it.
That's right, which is honestly kind of impressive, I'm being honest, to be able to point that out, to be able to, you know, point that out in the middle of the neutral and land it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the sword does hit pretty low, so I respect it. But again, that is an option that can be super useful going forward. And again, that little bit of extra utility in a matchup like this is super important, especially considering how many options Isabelle has for crazy janks sometimes.
Right.
Oh, yep, and there was the plant. It came out from B-Rice, but Arconi apparently didn't see it. And Arconi just tried to run right over the stage, fell directly into the trap that B-Rice set. And, you know, that little go under the stage was super smart from them. But B-Rice still in the thick of it, having a ton of damage on them. But, you know, this offense is starting to, you know, crank up to the level that Arconi is laying out for him.
That's right, and there we go. Good hit once again from Arconi to be able to take this next stock and put Arconi, to put B-Rice in a bit of a tricky situation. Because now we have a one-stock lead at 85%, and you can see already that one-stock lead is starting to pile on this percent more and more with this Mythra pick at low percent. Right,
dude. Oh, yeah, but there's... Oh! Interrupting it with the Photon Edge, or excuse me, the... whatever Mythra's is called. Whatever her up B's called.
Or like Ray of Punishment if it's like that one single hit.
Yeah, Ray of Punishment, thank you.
There you go. Oh yeah, because it was a single hit. That's Ray of Punishment. There you go.
Yeah,
but, there we go.
Down
nice
tilt up air will not kill. I think right now Arconi's just trying to keep B-Rice off stage in the corner because this is where Pyra can really kill super early. Prominence Revolt's not going to come out, but the F Smash will be coming out from B-Rice, and this could be the position they need to be in. If they get one good offstage interaction, this could be the entire stock for Arconi because Isabelle's very good at going off for these edge guards as we have well established in the previous set versus Yuri from B-Rice tonight.
That's right, and here we go, almost getting the side B. I almost said it as though it landed, but it was very close to landing. Good job on Arconi going to the evasive side of things. Excellent nair as well. That nair is very strong. And against such a light character, that's the right move to be. Oh no! And it got pocketed. I have no idea how it works.
That's super strong when it comes back out too.
Yeah. I have no idea how it works to where, you know, Arconi just grows another Aegis, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's just a second projectile at this point for B-Rice, but it will do probably upwards of 40 or 50%. B-Rice goes super deep, trying to bait something out. Oh, got it!
Yeah,
Arconi actually B-reversed it, turned it around right off the ledge, and you know, he knew jumping off of that ledge would make B-Rice want to come back, and you know, look at this. I want to see this again. Does it? He's like, okay, he's coming back. Catches one balloon to slow him down, and then right as the second balloon expires, he pops himself right up into the air, gets the Prominence Revolt off of the very thin edge of the stage there. Great stuff from Arconi, and Arconi finds himself going to Game 4 with a 2-1 lead in the set.
That's right, 2-1 lead, which is really important to point out there because, again, this is going to be essentially a tiebreaker for the set count against these two players. So this is going to be really interesting to see how this plays out for the rest of the set.
100%, and they're going to run it right back. B-Rice obviously feeling comfortable enough on this stage to go right back to it. Oh my god! Okay, so here's how Mythra Foresight works. You take half the damage of the move that you Foresight in order to, you know, go through it and put yourself in advantage. Up Smash actually has 2 hitboxes on it, a weaker one and a stronger one when the sign actually comes out. So instead of getting hit by the first one and Foresight through the second one, Arconi actually Foresighted through the first hitbox and only took like 1% off of that and was able to get a good punish. But immediately after that, during my explanation, B-Rice just made that stock disappear.
Yeah, which is really strong start here for B-Rice. Even going off stage, stepping at the jump and taking 2 stocks in a row. We got B-Rice stepping the heck up to take this game to a Game 5. Looking poised to do so at the very least. Let's see what Arconi's got as a response to that.
from a really cool start from Arconi, you know, getting a foresight right from the rip. B-Rice, the maestro himself, turned the tempo right up into his favor, and we are going at a master pace right now.
That's right. We are going for like a speedrun PB right now. We're going for a world record right now. We're at 2 stocks in record time.
This is the Arconi % speed run.
Yeah, it's the Arconi % losers finals bracket run. There you go.
Yeah. A minute 30 into this match, and Arconi's already nearing last hit situation.
And you saw that. You saw how early that second stock went out. So this is an any % run. You can tell.
Oh, 100%.
Any %. They said, all right, we don't need to go 100%. I can get you at 30.
This is true ending %.
Smash.
Going to 130% with all the extra hidden story stuff, all the side questing that B-Rice did, including ending the game with a 3 stock.
3 stocks? Yeah, that's a true ending to me, man. Good stuff.
Definitely. That's Doom Eternal Deathless %.
There you go. And game 3, it looks like the stage of choice for Arconi is going to be none other than Battlefield.
Battlefield. This is a stage that Isabelle does not like very much, especially in this matchup. But he just loves this stage because it's a kind of a small stage and it's very cramped. Those platforms are so close together, and that top one really closes up that middle super hard. B-Rice is a player who really likes those open centers. Now he doesn't have access to that. Meanwhile, Arconi has extensions up the wazoo here that they can really be using to catch B-Rice in the air, whether it be these up airs, these nairs, these back airs from Mythra, or those falling up airs that Arconi's been really utilizing from Pyra. It could be a very good counter pick for Arconi, but then again, if they're off stage a single time, B-Rice can absolutely capitalize on it.
That's right, yeah, that could be very easily capitalized on, so we're going to have to see what exactly the move of that is going to be as we get into this neutral here, which is kind of popping off right now, where we're getting a very even neutral considering how slanted things were earlier here for B-Rice, and especially how slanted things were with that 2-1 lead that Arconi had up until now. So to see it all come to a culmination in this Game 5 where things are looking very even across the board, this is about what we would expect for it to be a Game 5 after all.
Now, something worth noting is that compared to where the stage sits, there is a very high ceiling in the sky, which I believe the side B from Isabelle might reach pretty easy, especially if they're on a platform. But it's those horizontal blast zones demonstrated right there by that F smash that is going to be super important to look out for.
That's right, and yeah, it's going to be really important to avoid that if at all possible. Good dot with that drag down nair. Tries to get a bit of an aerial string to follow up with to bring that lead even further. But right now, it's B-Rice has got a little bit of work to make up for. Is still falling behind in this third game with this 1-stock lead that Arconi has.
Yeah, and Arconi's playing so conservatively right now as well. They're getting their hits when they can, then they're disengaging. Getting their hits when they can, disengaging. If they're in disadvantage, they make it back in a safe way without being too aggressive. And then they just, get back to work. Our B-Rice is already at 70% on their second stock, while Arconi is holding on to their first, simply because they're playing so safe and just avoiding all the shenanigans that B-Rice can throw out. This could be a very good match if it goes into Arconi's favor, and it looks like it might.
That's right.
Oh my god! And there's the cancellation with that side B beating out the fishing pole.
There we go. Good job. Oh, yeah, good finisher there from B-Rice, tying up the stock count, but look at that percent deficit, though. There's still quite a bit to make up for it.
Yeah. Man, this is a Game 5. It's super tense. B-Rice starting to turn on the jets.
Ooh, good string.
Nope, there is a jump. Good save from Arconi. They make it back with a photon edge.
Yeah, I was going to say,
man,
good
this damage
forward
is starting to build so much right now.
It is, yeah. I was going to say good forward string from B-Rice, but equally good job pulling those jumps. Last thing you want to do is go down in an early percent. You saw how devastating that was in the previous game. So here comes Arconi, regaining some stage control, using these platforms that are going to be very good as a counter pick, like you mentioned before the game started.
All right, B-Rice goes super deep. They make their way back, though. That recovery is super nice. A nair will probably kill right now. A back air, forward air close to the ledge might. F-tilt might kill. Dash attack will absolutely kill. Falling upper might kill at that middle platform height. I mean, we're getting to that percent where if Arconi just breathes on B-Rice, he'll be dying. Good DI to survive that nair. Blazing End is going to come out, but it will not connect. That might have killed if it did. B-Rice trying to just hunker down and wait for the approach to come. I would like to see a Mythra switch come out in just a second here, because we're nearing the percent where having a Mythra F smash might be easier to land than anything Pyra can do.
It's very possible here, but let's see. We got ourselves a forward throw. What's up next?
Yeah,
good
switch.
Spot dodge.
Oh yeah, and then they're going to send back on stage, and there's the up smash to finally get that kill. But Arconi is very bloodied on that last stock. They need to just maintain this lead they have before B-Rice gets a advantage. If B-Rice can even this thing up here, I think it might go to him. And there it is.
Oh, there we go. Nice stuff. Gonna be a little bit patient. Just got ourselves composed here as we are tied on the set count, tied on the score count right now, and tied on the stock. So this is about as even as it can get. This is going to be one heck of a determining last stock here. Because again, don't forget, in case you guys are just tuning in, both of these two players do have an even set count on each other, 1-to-1. So this is going to be the tiebreaker to see who's going to be up on each other in that count.
And as you can see right now, neither one of these guys wants to overextend. They don't want to give their opponent an opening, but unfortunately, Arconi did, having his back to his opponent with the shield up, but a nice grab comes out. But unfortunately for Arconi, or for B-Rice rather, B-Rice got a lot of damage on the board, but Arconi actually got more off of a even more menial interaction than a grab.
That's right.
B-Rice gets up attack, it goes unpunished. They have center control right now. Arconi doesn't seem like they want to find their way back down to the ground. Instead, they're going to up tilt and catch B-Rice out in the air, trying to jump on top of them. But again, they're still hanging out on the top middle platform. They're not trying to get the ground. And B-Rice is doing a good job of evading every option that Arconi's throwing out right now.
Yeah, good job doing so as well. And here it is, getting down into the higher percents. Got ourselves a good down throw into a nair follow-up as well. B-Rice is definitely shaping up, but here comes Arconi with that foresight to be able to regain a little bit of control of the situation and the stage.
Foresight's such a good option. It gets you out of disadvantage. It puts your opponent in disadvantage and allows you to get a free punish generally more often than not. This is an even game. That clock is winding down, but it might be a non-factor. One of these guys will be dying soon. It's just a matter of who and how.
Exactly. And at the 100% ranges, it might not be too long before we find out here. Switching over to Pyra, we're definitely going to be piling on some percentage here now. Good forward air from B-Rice to avoid that percentage, though.
Oh, no. Oh, whiffs that back air and gets another one shielded. Arconi is off stage right now. That fishing pole is waiting, but Arconi fell too close to the sun. And man, after an amazing set, an incredible showing here from Arconi, possibly putting himself on the map with this monumental win here, they fall just short. And the way you gotta look at that is you were one mistake away from winning. That was an almost perfect set from both players. But unfortunately for Arconi, it falls 3-2 to B-Rice.
Yeah, let's have a little bit of a look at that set, because that was quite a lot to break down here, given that these two played so excellently against each other. Here comes B-Rice, taking 2 stocks in a row. And yeah, that one that you just saw was not a complete SD. We did see a little bit of stuff out on the off-stage options, and there's that down smash to close it out. 3 stocks in a row for B-Rice in that Game 4 to bring it to Game 5. And here's a little recap from Game 5, this last stock that we just saw. Yeah, good job covering the options. I feel like Arconi would have recovered a lot sooner had that fishing rod not been there to pressure.
No, I mean...